What's up, YouTube? It's Coach Carlos back with another video. Today, I'm going to be doing a breakdown on some of my basketball clips. I didn't want to just post it's 1v1. I didn't want to post my 1v1 clips and not just have any context because it would be looking like I'm just trying to flex or something. I'm not trying to do that. I want to actually show y'all my thought process, explain different things or why I did certain things during the game. So, yeah, make sure y'all enjoy the clips. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all comment below what y'all want to see. If y'all have any questions about the clips, about anything that I said in the video, just let me know. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy. So this first clip is me beating my defender and driving to the basket and finishing over his outstretched hand. So the first part of this is the lateral glide. The lateral glide got me a little bit of space in which he reached, and then I was able to drive past him. The next part is making sure I stay on a straight or as straight of a line as possible when driving past him because I didn't want him to be able to recover and then be able to block the shot. The last part is simply the finish. The finish, I made sure I finished high off the glass with a soft touch, and I made sure I kept the ball away from him until it was time for it to go towards the basket, if that makes sense. So all in all, the lateral glide, staying on the straight line, and then I finished with a soft touch high off the glass so that he wouldn't be able to block it. Okay, so in this next clip, you can see I used the same move, that lateral glide, to get space and open up for the shot. I love using the lateral glide as a go-to move because it creates a lot of options. As you can see in this clip, I glide to the left, he bags up, and that creates just enough space for me to get that shot off over his outstretched hand. The clip before, I used the glide and I was able to drive past him because he reached. So the glide dribble is a great go-to move for anybody to use just to see how the defender is playing you. You don't even have to always use it to try to get past the defender. You can use it as a setup for any other move. So I use the lateral glide here. It creates enough space for me to get the shot off. I shoot with a high enough arc so that I can get it over his hand. With this clip, it's essentially the exact same thing. I use the exact same lateral glide. The defender bags up. He tries to close out a little harder on that one, so I have to get my shot up a little higher, in which I use a little bit more legs. As you can see in this clip, I use a little bit more legs and get higher off the ground, and I shoot with higher arc just to get it over his hand. But it's essentially the exact same thing. If the defender is going to keep on reacting the same way to the same move, there's no reason to change the move. Keep doing it until it's not working anymore. That opens you up for different things. Okay, so for this next clip, I'm just filling the defender out, seeing how he plays me, and then I hit the quick little pump fake, drive to the basket, and finish over him. The first part of this is just me slowing it down, seeing how the defender plays me, and you want to be able to see what you can do to beat the defender. Is he giving you a top foot? Is he playing you even? Is he giving you the shot? What? The reason that I was able to get that pump fake to work so well was, one, I looked at the rim and actually made it seem as if I was going to shoot, and two, I had opened up the drive for myself because of the two previous possessions where I shot the ball. So the defender, he was essentially scared of me shooting the ball again, so that opened up the pump fake and the drive. On the drive, I made sure I stayed tight to the defender so he couldn't really recover, and then on the finish, I finished high off the glass with a soft touch, kept the ball away from the defender the whole time. Okay, so on this possession, the defender was actually playing great defense on me. The reason that I was able to get past him was just because of that small load step. I noticed that he was trying to cut off my right side and he did not want me to go to the right at all. So that load step, which was me just putting my right foot behind my left foot and exploding out of it, that allowed me to get just enough of what I needed to be able to get to the basket and finish. He was still playing great defense and was in a great defensive position. The reason that I was able to finish this over him was, one, I used my left hand and kept the ball away from him while I was driving, while I was finishing. And then the second thing was I finished with a soft touch high enough off the glass so that he couldn't get to it. And then the soft touch also helped me with being able to finish while I was falling away from the basket. So there are three parts to this clip. The first part is I just simply took what the defender gave me. That's 2 clips in a row that he wanted to cut off my right hand and he gave me the left side. So I simply just took what the defender gave me. There's no reason to go away from it. The next part is I kept a tight driving angle and was physical with him all the way to the basket and didn't let him throw me off my line. The last part is I finished with the same foot, same hand finish. The same foot, same hand finish is what allowed me to get the ball over the defender so that he was not able to block it. I also made sure I finished high off the glass with a soft touch. So in this clip, I noticed that the defender was playing me very aggressive. So I decided to drive and take a couple dribbles to the basket and then do a step back. However, I did it completely wrong. I picked up my dribble way too early. The problem with what I did is that I didn't know how the defender was going to play me. He played the step back very well and stayed aggressive and didn't fall for it really. So the problem with me picking up my dribble too early is now I can't do anything. All I can do is get the shot off. And this was a horrible shot. I just happened to make it, but this was a horrible shot that you should not settle for at all. It just happened to go in. So you want to make sure you're keeping your dribble alive on anything like a step back. Make sure you keep your dribble alive until you know for sure you have a shot or that you're going to pass the ball. So for this next clip, I use my go-to move, an in and out, and then I finish with a quick little runner. The first part of this is me simply using my go-to move over and over again. You can see that I keep using the quick little glide dribble because it allows me to read and react based on how the defender plays me. The next part of this is the in and out. I used the in and out because I realized that the defender was playing me evenly. If I would have just took a jump shot, it would be a horrible shot and it probably would have gotten blocked, and then I had no angle to drive by him. So I decided to use an in and out to create a misdirection. That misdirection allowed me to create an angle to be able to get past him. Once I started to drive past him, I had to change my angle up because if I didn't, I would have ended up in the corner of the gym. I want to drive as straight to the basket as possible at all times. The last part of this is just simply finishing with the runner. I finished with the runner because the defender was still on me even though I had driven past him. He was still a little on me and he was able to block the shot if I would have finished with a regular layup. So I decided to finish with that runner to get the shot over the defender so he couldn't block it. Okay, so in this clip, you can see I'm just filling the defender out, not rushing it at all, and then I use a little sweep through and then I get into my shot. So the key to this clip is first just filling my defender out. I realized that he didn't want me to drive to the right side again. I kind of had the left side open, but I could see that he was really cutting off the drive altogether on this clip. Once I did the sweep through, that had him thinking that, okay, yeah, he's probably about to drive. And then I was able to get into that jump shot really quickly and finish with a high arc so that he couldn't block it. The 2 reasons that I was able to get this shot off was 1, I shot it when the defender wasn't expecting me to shoot at all. After that sweep through, he was expecting me to drive, and that helped open up the shot. 2, the angle and how he was playing me. I realized that he was playing me to not be able to drive to the basket left or right. If I would have went to the right, he was cutting that off. And if I would have went to the left, he would have dropped back hard to cut that off. I realized he was not expecting the shot, so that's why I shot the ball because it was open and it was unexpected. In this clip, you can see a similar thing. I'm shooting the ball when the defender is not expecting it, and that's what allows me to get the shot off over his hand. A key to being able to score in basketball is being unpredictable. The defender had no clue and was not expecting the shot at all in this situation, and that's why I was able to get it off. So this clip does a great job of showing what I should have done earlier in the video. In this clip, I'd take a lateral glide and then take a dribble towards the basket and get a pull-up jump shot. In a previous clip, I picked the ball up too early and had to settle for a horrible 3-point. In this clip, I do a great job of keeping my dribble alive, which I should have done the first time. Me keeping my dribble alive allowed me to read how the defense was defending me, and then I was able to take a dribble towards the basket, which caused the defender to drop hard. Once that defender dropped really heavy to make sure I didn't get a layup, that opened up the pull-up. Once he tried to recover, the shot was already up in the air going through the basket once he got to me. This is another example of me being unpredictable. You want to make sure you're not being predictable when trying to score the basketball. If you're predictable, you're going to be easy to stop. Thank y'all for watching the video. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below exactly what y'all want to see, what y'all like from the video. If y'all learned something, if I can explain anything more from the video. As I was saying towards the end of the clips, make sure y'all not predictable. When you trying to score in basketball, you don't want to be predictable. If you're predictable, if the defender know you're going to go right, what they going to do? They going to cut off your right side. So we want to make the defense job harder when we on offense. So make sure you try to be unpredictable. I'm even a little predictable now when I'm dribbling and stuff. So we got to work on not being predictable. And that makes our job that much easier because we're going to be a little bit harder to guard. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see. Thank you for watching.